Hey guys, good morning. We are at Canyon Ridge Elementary with these awesome third graders. Today for Science with Sarah, we're going to make homemade wind vanes, and we say, good morning, San Antonio! Stick around for a fun experiment.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
One little boy's so excited, he's standing up.
I know. He was ready for the moment.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 29th.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to check on with Sarah and her third graders in just a moment. But first, we're going to check in with Justin Horn.
Justin, yes, a lot of people are like, well, do I wear a vest? Do I wear a fleece? Do I wear a full-on jacket? I mean, there's quite the conundrum.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. Today's going to still stay fairly cool. We're in the 50s right now. We'll probably stick in the 50s most of the afternoon. We're going to watch for some wet weather, though, moving in later tonight. In fact, rain chances are pretty good. We're not going to get a ton of rain, but it'll be the light, drizzly stuff. That'll start to kick in a little bit later this evening. So let's take a look outside for you. It is cloudy right now. Clouds stick around most of today, and in fact, they'll thicken up as we get later into today. 54 in Seguin, 54 New Braunfels. Still some 40s in places like Bernie and Kerrville. So our forecast today, cloudy, noontime 56. So you notice temperatures don't move that much. And then by the afternoon, 30% chance of rain, 57 at 3 o'clock, 58 at 4 p.m. And then the light rain, good chances of that start to kick in by this evening. So we'll start to see some wet roadways. And tomorrow morning, the morning commute looks damp, wet. Just the light stuff, but it can cause issues on the roads. And then as we get into tomorrow, we're going to watch for a few thunderstorms. Not here in San Antonio, but east of town we could see a couple of strong storms, places like Gonzales, Hallettsville, Cuero, and then a good risk of severe weather in places like Houston tomorrow. We're going to talk about all this, time it out for you, and tell you what it means as far as temperatures are concerned here in just a few minutes. But we're going to get over to Stephen now. The roads aren't wet yet, but tomorrow morning can be quite a bit more busy.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep a very close eye on our roadways, Justin, and we've been keeping a very close eye here at 90 at 35. We did have a crash that was reported earlier this morning, and within the last few moments, I did see a tow truck, two of them actually tow away two vehicles. So it does appear that it did involve two vehicles in that crash, but no word yet on any injuries. We do still have some first responders out there, so just be on the lookout. One lane is blocked as well as that shoulder lane, so let's get you to our map. Earlier, there was a little bit of a buildup that was forming out there in the eastbound lanes of 90 as drivers approached Nogalitos. That has since improved, so that's the good news, but we still have more issues to talk about. We want to take a drive this time outside the city of New Braunfels. There was a crash that was reported here along I-35 southbound at Kohlenberg Road. A little bit of a buildup was forming out there, and 35 is a very busy corridor, so thankfully that crash looks like it cleared also within the last few moments, but we also have a lot of the congestion still lingering around town as we give you that wider view of the map. You can see a lot of that along 1604, but just make sure you plan ahead, especially along US 90. We do have that overhead work that will take us all the way up until Friday, December 22nd. Crews are probably already out there, folks, from 9 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. So just expect to see some turnaround closures in both directions under the Leon Creek Bridge. But you can scan this QR code that takes you to our traffic page. I have updated the information on our website, so all the text that you just saw on the screen, you could have at your fingertips, know what to expect before you hit the roads, and plan the commute ahead of time. Guys.
Thank you, Stephen.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
A sixth set of hostages is scheduled to be freed by Hamas today. This will be the second release during the extension of the truce between the militant group and the Israeli military. While a member of Hamas's political bureau said it is pushing for a longer suspension of hostilities, that might be an uphill climb.
Today will be the private funeral for former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. It will be held in Plains, Georgia, and will be broadcasted on most major television networks. After the funeral, her casket will be taken to the Carter family residence for a private interment.
Life expectancy numbers across the U.S. started to bounce back last year, but it's still not back to pre-pandemic levels. CDC data shows in 2022, overall life expectancy was around 77 and a half years. The decrease of deaths from COVID-19 was a major factor in the increase for both men and women, along with fewer deaths from heart disease, unintentional injuries, cancer, and homicide.
A cancer treatment that's supposed to be life-saving might actually cause cancer in some cases. CAR-T therapy was first approved in 2017. The FDA is now investigating the treatment after receiving 19 reports from patients who received it. However, cancer specialists are continuing to say that the benefits outweigh the risks of the treatment.
Bargain hunters spent about $38 billion online during Thanksgiving weekend, signaling a strong holiday shopping season. According to Adobe Analytics, consumer spending surpassed expectations, jumping 7.8% during Cyber Week.
Despite high interest rates making home buying unaffordable for many Americans, home prices rose to a new record in September. One reason for the spike, the shortage of homes for sale, according to the Case-Shiller Index. Home prices in September rose nearly 4% from a year ago.
The ongoing transatlantic trade battle could take a toll on American distillers. Whiskey producers could soon face a 50% tax when sending their products to Europe. The tariff set to take effect next year is in retaliation for the U.S. tax on European steel and aluminum.
Just one day after billionaire Mark Cuban said he'd leave ABC's Shark Tank after one more season, reports say he is selling his majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks. The reported deal with the Sands Casino family would be worth $3.5 billion.
New offerings from IKEA. The Swedish retailer has introduced 3 smart home sensors, all less than $10. They monitor doors, windows, and your property. One even senses water leaks. They're expected to be available next year. And that is today's 9 at 9.
And preparations are underway at Northeast ISD as they get ready to launch its first early college high school at MacArthur High School next school year.
Tiffany Huerta spoke with the director of the program and the principal at MacArthur, and they tell us about the different opportunities this program will bring and how it will reduce barriers to college access.
Any student is welcome into this program, no matter what your background is, because we're just trying to give as many opportunities as possible. You don't have to have a certain GPA. You don't have to be in the top 10%.
It is an opportunity for kids to get their associate's degree, to get their first 2 years of college in high school.
So we are going to be offering 2 pathways right now. We will have a education pathway, so the students will have the opportunity to earn an Associates of Art in Teaching, and then we will have a business pathway where the students will earn an Associates of Arts with a business emphasis. We chose MacArthur, one, for the location. It's very central to a lot of areas in San Antonio and for Northeast, but also because we want to boost enrollment here. We want to get more kids here.
We have 2,100 students in the school right now. We imagine that when the program is full scale, it'll be 600 or upwards. We're imagining 2/3 of that number could be brand new students in the school.
Students who attend our program will have no fees in tuition. They will earn up to 60+ hours of college credit that are transferable to most universities. No transportation fees, no book fees. So one of the main things with the early college high school is that it's supposed to help students who are least likely to attend college. So if we are helping to get students in who may have had financial barriers, or they're maybe first-generation college students, it's really going to change their lives.
The early college high school at MacArthur is expected to open next fall. Applications for the program are being accepted through February 5th, so students will be notified if they got in or not by the end of February. We will have a link to the application on our website at KSAT.com.
We talk about scams a lot in our newscast during the holiday season. When we're buying all our Christmas gifts, scammers take advantage of vulnerable shoppers. That's why we, along with our KSAT community partners, are hosting a financial scams town hall later today. It's a chance to learn more about the signs to look out for and a chance for you to get any questions you have answered. So the town hall will be live streamed on KSAT.com at 2 p.m. If you have any questions, you can submit them online by completing the questionnaire. We'll have community leaders and local authorities joining us to talk about the latest scams they're seeing and answer some of your questions.
And now to the latest on the race for president and what many political experts call the race for second place in the Republican Party.
Nikki Haley is getting a new boost as Ron DeSantis prepares for a highly unusual debate with a Democrat.
ABC's Lionel Moise explains how former President Donald Trump is still ahead in some polls even after skipping the debates.
This morning, a boost for former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley in her quest for the White House.
In every poll, we beat Biden by 10 to 13 points.
AFP, the political advocacy group founded by the billionaire Koch brothers, is throwing its support behind Haley.
We are now in second place in Iowa, second place in New Hampshire, and second place in South Carolina. We just have one more fellow we got to catch up to.
The group already raising $70 million, insisting Haley would boost Republican candidates up and down the ballot, winning the key independent and moderate voters that Trump has no chance to win. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis downplaying the endorsement, claiming AFP represents the establishment.
All I can say is we have got to go into Washington and make big changes. You don't want to go into Washington and just continue business as usual.
Meanwhile, DeSantis is preparing to square off against California Governor Gavin Newsom tomorrow night in a one-on-one debate, expected to dive into issues like the economy, immigration, and crime without a live audience. But many observers are asking, will it matter? Former President Trump is 40 points ahead in some polls, even after skipping the debates and even while facing multiple criminal cases. His actions after January 6th are once again in the spotlight. CNN has released excerpts from former Congresswoman Liz Cheney's upcoming memoir, Oath and Honor, in which she claims one GOP lawmaker, during efforts to contest the 2020 election results, said, "The things we do for the orange Jesus," referring to Trump. Going back to that Nikki Haley endorsement by AFP, the group says it has never engaged in a presidential election before, but wants to, quote, turn the page on the past. That's to make sure President Biden and former President Trump do not return to the White House. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
9:09, 54 degrees coming up next on GMSA at 9.
As Haven for Hope approaches its 14-year mark, the president and CEO is rolling out what they have planned for the future to get more people off the streets.
And we're going back out to Canyon Ridge Elementary. Science with Sarah is ready to go. They're making in-class weather vanes, or wind vanes, rather. We'll be back.
San Antonio, you were there for me, and now we want to do the same for you. When I shared news with you about my miscarriage, I was flooded with your messages of love and support. In fact, some of you even shared your own experiences with pregnancy loss and infertility. I know it's tough, but the one thing I learned from this is that you're not alone. We're not alone. So many people go through this, and that's why on November 30th, we're going to have a town hall here at KSAT that specifically focuses on infertility and pregnancy loss. We're going to have a fertility expert, a doctor, and we're also going to have a therapist. They're going to be here to answer your questions. So here's what you do. You click on this article, scroll all the way down, type in your questions, and then hit submit. We're here for you. And remember, don't suffer in silence.
9:14, Haven for Hope has served around 48,000 people since it opened 13 years ago. While they're proud of that number, they know there are still many more people that need assistance getting off the streets.
Garrett Behringer shares how their solutions are ever changing and how the city's latest plan is taking shape.
So we thought today would be
the crowd of hundreds at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Kim Jeffries looked back on Haven for Hope's track record since 2010. One she's proud of.
More than 16,000 of them have moved on to permanent housing or higher levels of residential care. In the past 13 years, the per capita homeless count in our community has gone down by close to 30%.
But that measure of people experiencing homelessness compared to the population as a whole has stayed steady a decade now, and the issue is not gone. In fact, homeless outreach and encampments were the top priority for many San Antonians in a city budget survey this year. The city's put more money towards cleaning out homeless camps and has even put up a public schedule for when individual cleanouts are expected to happen. At the same time, city officials have set a target of getting 400 people off the streets. A big part of that will be the 200-room low-barrier shelter newly established at a Holiday Inn downtown.
The nonprofit that will run this shelter, Sam Ministries, is still getting the property ready. They plan to bring people over from their other, smaller shelter next Monday.
Jeffrey says Haven for Hope is also looking at addressing capacity needs in the future.
San Antonio is growing, and so we know with the challenging economic times that we're in, with inflation and the markets and interest rates, we're going to have to look at affordable housing and how can we encourage those efforts, but also support individuals in the interim. Garrett
Behringer, KSAT 12 News.
Let's look out there with live cam. Still a little chilly out there if you're running errands and in and out of the building. take that jacket for now.
Yesterday was beautiful, though.
Yeah.
The sun was out. Felt really good out there. Today's going to be a little more cloudy. Temperatures will be held down because of the clouds, but we do have some nice weather coming up later in the 7-day forecast. We got to get past tonight because I think it's going to be pretty damp out there. Let's take a look outside one more time. 53 here in San Antonio. East-southeasterly winds at about 6. Notice the dew point. It's at 38. This is going to be an important number today because it's going to be on the rise. And as it rises, we'll get more moisture in here. The clouds will lower a little bit, and then we'll start to see some drizzle, I think, by tonight. Some light rain. Just overall dampness as we head into the overnight hours. Here's like the satellite picture, and the clouds are already starting to thicken up some. We're just not going to see much sun today here in San Antonio, and that will keep temperatures down. 53 right now. We've got 40s in places like Kerrville and Fredericksburg, where we've had clear skies that allowed temperatures to drop a little more this morning. But clouds will be moving in there, too, and that should moderate temperatures some. 54 New Braunfels, 54 Gonzales, 57 right now in Pleasanton. And I mentioned those dew points. Yeah, they'll be on the rise. So they'll go from the 40s this afternoon into the 50s and eventually probably 60s tomorrow in some spots. So it'll feel pretty humid by the time we get into tomorrow before some dry air sweeps through. Here's our next storm system. By the way, it's out over California right now, but it moves pretty quickly to the east. And by tomorrow morning, it's over parts of New Mexico, but it's already starting to give us some lift here. And this is all part of just one part of why we're getting some rain back in the forecast. So let me walk you through the timing here. This is 6 o'clock this evening. It'll be really light stuff at this point. A few sprinkles, maybe some light showers here or there. But as we head into the overnight hours, this is where it becomes more of just like a steady drizzle, light rain type situation. And know that by tomorrow morning, for the commute, it's going to be wet, which we know is going to cause some issues on the roads tomorrow morning. And then by midday, this is starting to push east. Now, the other thing we have to consider here is why I think it will be all rain, all light rain here in San Antonio. We could start to see a few storms across our eastern counties as we head into the late morning and early afternoon. Should we see some storms, the conditions are there to where we could see some severe weather. So this light yellow here represents that very small chance of seeing a strong storm. So Seguin, Gonzales, Goliad, Bevo. As you head east, Hallettsville, LaGrange, they're in the range of 2 out of 5. So if you're looking at a scale of 1 to 5, this is a 2, a little higher risk of severe weather. Then once you get over towards Houston, it turns into a 3. So good risk of severe weather from Bryan College Station down to Houston by tomorrow afternoon. This is all east of San Antonio. I don't think we see any storms here in town, but we will see some rain, again, light rain, enough to perhaps add up to a 1/4 of an inch. You'll get higher totals east, 1/2 inch there. And then as you get into places like Houston and parts of western Louisiana, you're talking 3 inches plus. That's where the bulk of the rain will be. So our extended forecast, we'll go 70 tomorrow, but again, rain early and then maybe some clearing late. 73 Friday, pretty good looking forecast this weekend, 70s. We'll get some drier air in here, so that means some cooler mornings, great afternoons, but we do have to get through tonight and some of that rain.
Well, I like that there's something for everybody. We had some cool weather. Now we're getting some rain, and then we'll have some nice warmer weather.
Yes, and a lot of people have been asking about freeze. It's not in the forecast yet. Still looking good there, so it's smooth sailing.
Your ears must have been burning the other day. We were talking about a forecast that didn't include that just yet, a hard freeze.
Not yet.
Okay, thank you, Justin. 9:20, 54 degrees.
And public schools will be testing for lead starting in January. So what does this mean for students and staff in the Alamo City? Our KSAT Investigates team shows us the testing process and what they found in the water at our local schools.
Okay, so we're back from Thanksgiving break and the kiddos are ready and raring to go out at Canyon Ridge Elementary. It's a Science with Sarah experiment coming up after the break. 9:23 today for Science with Sarah. Sarah Spivey and David Sears are out at Canyon Ridge Elementary on San Antonio's far north side.
So they have a group of third graders with them today, and they are making wind vanes.
I got to do it just like that.
Hi, David.
Don't let us interrupt you, David Sears.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Today, David is in the hot seat, obviously. He is going to be the short seat. We're going to be making wind vanes together with these awesome third graders. So we've been a little bit busy. The first thing you want to do is on an index card. You want a really stocky piece of paper. You're going to draw and cut out the fin and the arrow point there. Great job, David. And this is the key. You want to make sure the fin is a little bit bigger than the arrow point. So I've already done this. I'm going to cut out mine. Oh, David, you're already done. Here, scissors for you, man.
Quick.
Quick. That's right.
It's an interesting view from down here.
It is. It is.
Thought I'd point that out.
David, I think you've always looked up to me.
Yes, I have. Since I was a little guy.
There we go. Okay. And then the next step you're going to do once you cut out is you're going to tape. And I'm going to go grab some tape real quick. You're going to tape the sides of the arrow onto a straw.
I'm like nervous.
You got this, David. I've made your tape bubbles for you.
Where'd my pen go?
Come on, Dave. Oh, there it is. Okay, tape the end.
Where's my straw? Where's my tape?
Right here. Good job, David.
You get to make a little.
And then this part is a little dangerous. This next part after you tape is a little dangerous, so I suggest adult supervision. You're going to get some of these sewing pins, and you are going to stick the pin right through the middle of the arrow there.
Are you my adult supervision?
I'm your adult supervision.
Glad you're here.
Watch your finger, David. There we go. Okay. And then with a pencil with an eraser, I've got these fun KSAT ones. You're going to put that there.
Once again, adult supervision.
Adult supervision. Put it in there. Good. And then you're going to make a base out of clay. You're going to stick the pencil in the base. And then maybe blow on that arrow and you'll see. There we go. It works. And I brought, guys, where's my little board? There it is. Okay. I brought a poster board to create some wind. You ready? Don't knock all of it over. What if we do? Ready? Ah! That was hurricane force wind. Okay, guys, are you excited to test out your wind vanes? Yeah? Okay. Well, coming up, we're going to create a little wind and test out our wind vanes. Yes. You guys ready?
Yes. What about our clay?
Here we go.
Ooh, you guys are on it.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're at Canyon Ridge Elementary. These awesome third graders have made these wind vanes. The last step was to take this clay and really make sure it's on the table. Is it on the table good?
Got it stuck down there. All right, here comes the wind.
You guys want me to test out with the wind? Oh, let's make sure yours is there good.
Not yet.
Yep, make a little mound. Good job. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Build it up a little.
Oh, well, wait, we'll let you do it. So, how is wind formed?
By pressure.
What makes wind? By pressure. Right? That's
what kind of pressure?
High and low.
High and low pressure. What happens with high pressure?
It becomes sunny.
What happens with low pressure?
Rainy.
That's
right. Are you guys ready to test
ready?
it? Here we go.
Down there.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
You didn't even get one.
yes, it did.
You ready?
A little bit. There it goes.
There we go. You can also blow on it too. Good job. Good job, guys.
Wow. All right,
High
next
five.
table.
Awesome. Okay, are you guys ready to test?
You guys ready?
Now, okay.
Here we go.
Is your base on the table firmly? Okay, here we go.
Right here. It's going great.
Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Eat.
What is she creating?
Wind.
Can you see it?
Yeah. No.
You can't see the wind, but what do you see the wind do?
The wind is blowing this. The wind vane.
That's right. Now, you guys can also take this outside and watch which direction the wind goes outside. Isn't that cool?
So you guys know what a compass is?
Yeah.
Tells you direction, north, south, east, and west?
Yeah.
So if you find north, then this will tell you which direction the wind is blowing.
Are you guys ready here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Kylie.
Kylie, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you pumped? Yeah. Woo! Okay, here we go. Count down with me. 3,
2, 1.
Look at your wind vanes. They're moving.
Oh, that was good.
Well, that's good.
Good job.
That one over there. We need a good
Your
gust of wind.
hair is moving really
Get a good
strong.
gust of wind over there.
Okay, good job. Over here, one more time. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Last table. First of all, I love your shirt. It's awesome. Okay, here we go. Don't feed the bears. Are you ready to feed the wind?
Yes!
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
There we go.
There we go. Yours came up off the ground. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Mine is not flowing.
Whoa! Whoa, yours went up. That's so cool.
All right. What creates wind?
Pressure.
Two different kinds of pressure. What are they? And what does high pressure mean? What does low pressure mean?
Yeah. You guys nailed it. All right, everybody, I want you to look at the camera. I want you to wave to your parents. And at 3, 2, 1, we're going to say science. 3, 2, 1, science. If you want Science with Sarah to come out to your school, we are going to do drawings for the spring semester. All you got to do is scan this QR code. All right, everyone, wave to the camera.
What do you think? Good?
Say science.
Yeah.
What did you learn today?
Good job, guys.
What did you learn?
Very
Fantastic.
engaged third graders.
They were, yes.
Great project there.
All right, outside with live cam, still gray skies, mid-50s. Justin Horn.
Yeah, if they took those wind vanes outside, what they would see is that we've got a southeasterly wind now kicking in, and that's going to start to bring in some more moisture, more cloud cover. Hey, real quick, we want to show you the pollen counts. Good news, molds are low at 180. We'll see where they go tomorrow with some damp weather tonight. Molds may jump up a little bit, but thankfully we lost the mountain cedar that we had been seeing last couple of days. There's the satellite picture, and that southeasterly wind we were just talking about is ushering in some cloud cover and moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to be a cloudy day for the most part, and eventually those clouds will lower and it will lead to some rain. 56 noontime. We're looking at 57 at 3 o'clock. We start to add in some small rain chances at this point. It would just be some sprinkly type stuff. But by tonight, it turns into more of that drizzle, light rain situation. And we'll see that most of the night going into tomorrow morning. So we're going to talk more about this storm system. There is a chance for some thunderstorms with it too, mainly east of San Antonio. More on that forecast for you here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, sir. Well, beginning in January, schools in our area and across the nation will test their water for lead.
It's part of the EPA's new rule to reduce the lead and copper in drinking water. As it stands now, there are no state or federal regulations on testing, but Texas does have a voluntary testing program.
Our KSAT Investigates team pulled data from the program of schools and child care facilities in our area. And as Lee Waldman explains, some schools have concerning numbers.
You place your sample and you just simply collect your first sample.
It's an easy process to collect water from different fixtures.
And we had prepackaged labels, envelopes, and you would just pack it in here and send it off to the lab. Simple as that.
Dr. Melissa Hill, a professional geologist and assistant director of environmental health and safety with San Antonio ISD, walked us through the district's lead testing process.
We looked at cafeterias, gyms, where they're preparing food, anywhere where water would be used.
The district is actively a part of the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, or TCEQ's, voluntary lead testing program.
We've sampled almost 3,000 different samples that we had tested for lead, and of those, 96% of them came back below the threshold of 15 part per billion.
4% of the samples are above the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's threshold of 15 parts per billion. Some are a lot above. We narrowed this data down to just the drinking fountains. 56 drinking fountains tested over the EPA threshold on the first round of testing. Of those, 49 were at SAISD schools. Highland Park Elementary had 2 water fountains in the cafeteria test extremely high, one at 685.7 parts per billion and the other 277.2 parts per billion. That's 45 and 18 times the actionable limit set by the EPA.
This one has been permanently removed. It's no longer there. The other one, we removed it And then we put another one, but it's closed off.
Smith Elementary, Mark Twain Dual Language Academy, and Pershing Elementary rounded out the top 5 highest lead counts found in at least one drinking fountain on its campus. While the district is taking mitigation efforts like closing off access to the fountains, some parents say they are still concerned.
I'm shocked. That's really surprising and a little upsetting. I didn't even know that lead in the water was a concern that I should have.
I was definitely very disappointed and very concerned because, I mean, I know the effects of lead and how they can be long lasting.
Ingesting lead can be harmful, especially to young children and reproductive aged women. The EPA lists behavior and learning problems, slowed growth, hearing problems, lower IQ, and hyperactivity as possible results of lead exposure. The American Academy of Pediatrics states no amount of lead is acceptable for school-aged children, and, quote, we should ensure water fountains in school do not exceed water lead concentrations of more than 1 part per billion. Diana Lopez, an SAISD parent who works in environmental advocacy, says it's important the district figures out where the lead is coming from.
It is important to be able to understand where that sources are coming from and to understand that if it is part of the infrastructure of the schools.
Based on the data that we've collected so far, it could be strictly from the fixtures, could be lead soldering.
But SAISD doesn't have an answer for that just yet. The district is currently in the evaluation stage of TCEQ's voluntary testing program. It's waiting for analysis of additional tests to see what concrete solutions are needed to ensure students have safe drinking water.
At least we know we're doing something about it. We're mitigating.
Statewide, Bexar County has the highest participation in collecting water samples to be tested. Now, in our investigation, we reached out to 23 school districts in 9 different counties. SAISD was the only school to grant us an interview. 12 districts didn't answer multiple requests for information. 3 others sent over information regarding lead testing being done. We have all the districts we reached out to and their responses on KSAT.com. There you'll also find the list of Bexar County schools and child care facilities participating in the TCEQ program. For KSAT Investigates, I'm Lee Waldman.
Thank you, Lee. 9:39, 55 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Let's look out there with ZooCam. We are looking at the whooping crane exhibit there. I think we see one close to the water there at the top of your screen. Yeah, so they're out and about this chilly Wednesday morning at 55 degrees.
It's like a mall. And last weekend it's not quite as crowded, is it?
That's true. Oh, they opened at 11 today.
Oh, the Flamingos open at 11. Oh, and the cranes open at 11. Got it. Okay.
Not the zoo does. We'll be right back.
Don't even need extra sound effects, do we? Hey, No Shade November's going on here. Here's a look at the latest leaderboard. Steph, can you run through this while I do some math?
Absolutely.
I need plenty of time.
Do you not want to see that Max is still in the lead?
Well, Prince Charming is a rock star.
He's not just in the lead. I mean, he's
right.
way out.
Yeah, that remains the same. Max Massey is number 1 here, $5,318. But actually, all the magnificent men of KSAT are doing very well. Look at that. Everybody on the screen is over $1,000 in donations.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to our viewers.
Look how close we are from our goal. We are $1,678 away from our $20,000 goal. We did 30 last year.
Yeah.
But we're firmly set at 20 this year.
Yes,
yeah. And we know times are tough.
Exactly.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we showed you the ones that are over 1,000. Steve Spriester, our photographer Adam Barraza, Dylan Collier, and sports guy Nick Mantis are still all on the list.
Yes.
They just have a smaller amount. So we'd love to give them a little nudge here today and tomorrow.
So how many participants do we have? 11 from KSAT.
11 total, yeah.
So just to let you guys know, I believe that number is smaller than years past as far as people at KSAT participating. But that being said, I feel like you guys have individually raised more money than in years past.
Yep, and thanks to everybody that's donated, including some folks that have made team donations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Our top donor there is Scott Kimball with a $200 donation to Team KSAT. You can contribute. There's the QR code, etc.
That's what's so crazy about, or great about San Antonio is that The people here always come through when it comes to giving.
Big hearts,
Big hearts.
And big wallets and purses too.
It's true.
Very as far as being charitable.
Yeah, and the thing is, some people here are ready to get rid of the beard. Some people are.
Yeah,
Some people are going to keep it.
Well, I told her I'm going to keep this version, and then I'm like a cat in the corner. I'm like,
you keep.
You got to get used to it.
It's a process.
It looks nice. It looks very nice.
Yours as well. It's almost completely back to the way it was.
Almost
Good job, guys.
Thank you. Keeps me warm this winter.
Right.
Let's talk about rain chances and where we're headed as far as what we can see tonight. I've bumped rain chances up to 70%, mainly in the overnight hours, so midnight, 4 a.m., even through the morning commute. Know that it's going to be a little messy out there. This is not heavy rain. It's the light stuff, drizzly stuff, but that can often be the worst kind of rain to drive in. As you know, it makes the roads slick. So that is something to keep in mind. As far as rain chances today, they probably don't kick in until around dinner time or so. So we're just going to deal with these conditions, cloudy conditions for most of today. 53 right now. Dew point is at 38, but this number rises thanks to our east-southeasterly wind at about 6 miles per hour. Not overly strong, but it is ushering in some Gulf moisture. So let's look at the forecast here. We'll fast forward to 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock actually. We're starting to see some of that light rain. Now at this point, it's probably more just sprinkly stuff. Again, not going to add up to a whole lot, but it becomes a little more widespread overnight. Probably gets a little heavier as we head into, say, midnight, and then by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, showers around. Good bet that we'll have rain coming down. And then by midday, rain's starting to taper off in San Antonio, but notice we're starting to see a few thunderstorms here and there east of San Antonio. So we've got to watch some of our eastern counties in a brief window from, I'd say, early afternoon, late morning to early afternoon for a couple of severe storms, because the conditions will be there. I think the bulk of the severe weather is going to be east of us, but it is something that bears some watching. So the severe weather risk tomorrow, notice that Bexar County is not within the risk, but you jump into level 1, Seguin, Gonzales, Cuero, Goliad, and then jump into level 2, LaGrange, Hallettsville. Then it goes up to level 3 as you get over towards the Houston area. This is where we could see some hail. And then also the threat for a few spin-ups, I think, are possible. But again, that's east of us. And that's it could be somewhat of a busy day coming up tomorrow. And here's the reason for all this. You see the little spin out here over the west coast of California. That is what is headed in our direction. It'll be here by tomorrow morning. And that's going to give us the lift that we need to get some of this rain back in the forecast. And right now, out ahead of it, we're starting to see the moisture fill in. You see the cloud cover. It's fairly thick. And so, again, not a lot of sun today, which will keep temperatures in check. Here's our forecast. 11 a.m., 56 noontime cloudy, 1 o'clock, 56 and cloudy. We start to mix in some of those rain chances around 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Temperatures hold in the upper 50s with those southeasterly winds, and then light rain potentially overnight. It's honestly a good bet as temperatures hold pretty steady and actually warm into tomorrow morning. 70 on Thursday, so it is warmer tomorrow. And as far as clouds go, I think we'll get some clearing late in the day. 73 Friday, some drier air over the weekend and into early next week, which will make for some chilly mornings, but nice afternoons. 70s for the most part. This is a pretty good looking forecast. And as far as rainfall totals, we're probably looking on the order at the most here in San Antonio, 1/4 of an inch. So this is not much. It's just that kind of, I hate to call it nuisance rain because we need it, but just the,
right.
the kind of the steady drizzly stuff.
All right, light rain.
Light rain.
Like your graphic.
Exactly.
Thank you, Justin.
You got it.
And speaking of this weekend, we're going to have warmer weather for the Rock and Roll Marathon. So for a look at the courses, the street closures, parking information, you can just check out this story on the homepage of KSAT.com.
Okay, time check right now, about 10 till 10, 55 degrees.
And dancing with a shocking chain of events. The bombshell reveal heading into the finals when we come back.
We are heading toward the end of season 32 of Dancing with the Stars, and the show decided to end things last night with a semifinal shocker.
ABC's George Pinocchio explains what happened that hasn't happened before in the history of the show.
Both of you!
That's right! No one is going home tonight!
On what is normally a devastating night for the one couple not going on to the Dancing with the Stars finale, surprise! For the first time in the show's history, 5 couples will vie for the championship next week.
And all the votes and all of the scores from tonight will transfer all the way over to the finale. So it's going to be both nights. So really it's like a double finale.
We have no idea, but you know what? They did such a good job, and I think it feels so good.
And if that surprise feels good for the judges, imagine how it feels for the competitors.
It's a great surprise. Yeah, it was the best news because especially the 5 couples that were left, we're such a family.
Getting to the finals is what you want, and it makes us all obviously feel like winners. So it's a celebratory moment for us all.
And I'm so grateful that they finally caught on. I've been saying no eliminations this whole season. They finally listened.
All the couples danced twice in these semifinals. Sochi Gomez and her partner Vaush Murkowski were the only ones to get 2 perfect scores, topping the judges' leaderboard.
We did that.
Yeah.
Like everything we just spent our time on for the past week, like we did it.
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of love, it's a lot of pride.
And it's taken a toll on all of their bodies getting to this point.
We're all pushing our bodies to the limit right now, and that means tape, Band-Aids, ice, the whole 9 yards.
Next week's Dancing with the Stars finale is guaranteed to have several surprise guests. In Los Angeles, George Pinocchio for ABC News.
There's still time to donate a new pair of shoes or socks to a child in need. The San Antonio Police Department Share the Shoes collection drive still going on through December 12th, so about 2 weeks left to donate. All donations will go to Zapatos, who will give these shoes to school-age kids who need them.
You can drop off your donation to any of the 7 San Antonio Police Department substations. They are asking for shoes for little kids all the way up to teenagers, and especially those with wider feet. So last year, Zapatos was able to hand out 2,000 pairs of shoes, and they're hoping to match that or do better this year. And it's the season for shopping, and that means thieves are going to take every opportunity to get money out of your wallet and your bank account. So happening today in the afternoon at 2 p.m., we're going to have a KSAT live stream community town hall talking to experts about how to protect yourself from financial scams. You're going to hear why younger people are more likely to become victims.
And one last look at the forecast. We're at 55 right now. Notice that we don't warm all that much today, maybe up to 58 or so. But some evening dampness is what we're going to call it. Drizzle, some light rain starts to set in by the evening hours. It continues overnight into early tomorrow morning. Watch for a couple storms east of San Antonio. Otherwise, not a bad day tomorrow, 70, and then some great weather as we head towards the weekend.
Okay, thank you, Justin. Time running out to help the San Antonio Zoo in a national competition. The zoo's been nominated for a USA Today Reader's Choice Award. It is nominated for Best Zoo Lights in the country. Last day of voting is today, so if you'd like to vote, there's a link to this article on KSAT.com. Good luck to the San Antonio Zoo.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It is a nice experience. I haven't been this year, but every year they do a really good job.
They do a great job with it. They really do.
Yes, they do. Have a great day, guys.